Hey, this is Chris with Rekkid Talk, so we're going to do yet another episode of 5 Records in 5 Minutes. And so this one's called More Company Sleeves. So I did a episode, I think a month or two ago, where I showed 5 different company sleeves from my what's getting to be extensive collection of 45 records, and I've got 5 more today, and I probably have more of these in the future, and I'll illustrate some of your 45 collecting issues in today's video. So first of all, we're going to go, okay, so obviously this is a major label, Columbia, micro groove, non-breakable. That might be a clue that this is a pretty early picture sleeve when the 45s were first introduced in the late 40s, early 50s. They talked about the micro groove part, a smaller grooves than you had on 78s. The non-breakable, it's not shellac. You can drop them and they probably won't break. Some of you are probably noticing that is not a Columbia record inside of there. And so when you buy used records, that happens a lot. This happens to be a record called Percolator by Billy Joe and the Checkmates. It's a twist record from the early 60s. I looked it up. This sleeve is actually from the early 1950s. I was going to unite it with a proper record, but I don't actually have any Columbia 45s that are old enough for this to be proper, so maybe I'll do that in the future, or maybe at my estate sale you'll be able to buy this record in this sleeve. Another old-timey sleeve. We've got the Decca record sleeve here. You see if you flip it over, it's advertising some of the records that they were selling. If I had done my homework, I probably could have figured out if the record inside it, this Owen Bradley Quintet record, which I think is from the sticker on it says it's from 1958. Somebody put a sticker on there telling us that this song made it to number 46 in March of 1958. I could have verified if those were records from the late 50s or not, or if this is also one that's not in quite the right sleeve. The one that I think is one of the most interesting ones, and so this is a company sleeve, but it's company in terms of the store it was sold in rather than the record label. So you can see Woolworth Golden Hits, original top recording artists, 3 for $1 or 39 cents each. And so this Woolworths is actually just kind of a cheap plastic outer sleeve. The actual record's in a plain white generic sleeve. Sphere Sounds was the budget part of Bell, I believe. This was a reissue of The Letter by the Box Tops from the early 1970s. The song was originally, I think, from like 66 or 67. And so Woolworths, I'm sure a lot of the records I've come across were bought at Woolworths. I don't think many of these outer sleeves have survived the last 50, 55, 60 years, however long ago those have been around. Now, something I'm a sucker for, which is harkens back to my actual record buying days. I'm a sucker when I find these IRS picture sleeves in the wild. And so International Records Syndicate Incorporated. This is a Go-Go's record. I've been a bit of a Go-Go's kick recently. So this is the single Our Lips Are Sealed with Surfin' and Spyin' as its flip side. And of course, you've got the IRS agent there, Miles Copeland's label. So I always like to pick those up. And finally, the most unusual one I'm showing this time, the Robox records. So Dobie Gray song Autumn. This was a Atlanta-based label from the late 70s, early 80s. It was part of something called Equity. This label was mostly soul and pop records. I think their parent label also did like some R&B. Some of those R&B records are actually pretty valuable. This one is not. This is like $1 record. But I think that Robox sleeve and that Robox icon there is pretty cool. So that's 5 more company sleeves for you.